back with your boy D. Smitty.
Hey, back with Lincoln at the Guff 500.
All right, we're about to start the
Number 2.
next feature. It's a good one. It's going to go for a while. Maybe grab a snack.
We have
go a drink.
Henry thinking the hamster McBready versus our old mate Tom can't settle on a deck Harrison.
So it's 100% going to go to time. Tom might sell his
100%.
deck and buy a new deck halfway through the match.
It's very possible that
So
he's
that'll-
already posted he's selling his Qliphort deck.
Yeah, it's very, very likely.
So tell me, Dan, has Tom Harrison got any spice in his deck?
No. No spice. Zero spice.
Zero spice.
Not even a clip.
He doesn't even play Laser Clip.
He's citing Dinotherium, which is like almost spice, but...
Is this a known thing, or is this just something that he's kind of come up with in his own brain?
No, I saw people looking for them. It's not bad in the mirror just because you can make the 104, and obviously you're very rarely is your opponent going to be able to revive a card from the graveyard.
Yeah.
Because the cards don't go to the
Sorry,
graveyard.
103, right? Ragnar 0.
No. Oh, right. Is Ragnar 103 or 1? Yeah, Ragnar 104 is Masquerade.
Ugh.
None of that.
None of that bad cards.
Yeah, but obviously the fact they never go to the grave means that like you can thing the thing, which is cute. It's exactly
is cute. I don't mind it. It seems okay.
Yeah. So, zero spice. It looks like it's just going to be Artifact Shaddolls versus Qliphort, which is good. That's two of the better decks.
Yeah, standard matchup here.
So
of course,
this is,
if our old mate Fraser Smith is to believe, Tom Harrison's quite favoured in this matchup. He's running the old Ditto Helix, Ditto Disc, and Ditto Carrier, as I'm sure judges are very fond of those marks.
Yep, it's always good when people write half a deck list and then just go, yep, it's all the same, I promise. This is what we were talking about before with... technically, Tom has the favoured matchup here. But again, if Henry opens, like, Sanctum, Ignition, Morale Tack... And
an Ultra Fusion with a Dragon in hand, it's
then-
very hard for him to lose.
Yeah, then that's it. Like, at that point, it's like, okay, so favoured matchup or not, 900 bloody MSTs, you're dead, son. You're dead. Let's change his name. We don't want anyone to be accidentally Jihad. That ain't great.
It ain't the best.
So, interesting tokens from the boys. We have a shiny Piccolo from Tom and an Eevee from...
I'm a big fan of both of those things.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Gotta love the flavor tokens. Recently found out that you can apparently play cards from other games as tokens, which I didn't think was a thing at all.
I mean... You told me that Paul Caterino said it was fine, right? I can use my my Basking Root Wallers as tokens if I wanted to.
Basking Root Waller's token is completely fine.
Excellent. I really wish there was a Basking Root Waller equivalent in Yugamon's.
Trent?
Yeah, but he's not like this chilled lizard. That's why I love Basking Root Waller. He's basking.
Mask Chameleon?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. It's
He's
a
a
bit of
woman.
a stretch.
Oh, Drooling Lizard?
Don't get into the vanillas, Dan.
I'm sorry. There's a weird vanilla for everything. That's the joy of this game. If anyone's like, man, I really want a token that's like a coffin being stabbed, it's like, Trial of Nightmare. Go get
How do you know the names of these?
Like most Yu-Gi-Oh players, I have some degree of autism.
Is it? Would you say it's crippling?
No, not crippling. Just the normal type where I know...
Just the normal kind.
I'm the worst at imaginary Yu-Gi-Oh! We've discussed this before. Because
He is a savage at imaginary
you'll be like,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'll play this card. I'll be like, I'll play this trap from Dark Crisis that just happens to screw you up in this particular scenario.
I mean, my game plan pretty much every time was grind a golem, remove brainwashing. Or what's the other one?
Owner's Seal.
Yeah, that's the one. Lava's Golem Owner Seal was pretty savage. Also, Gem Knight Garnet plus Gem Merchant catches a lot of people by surprise.
What's the idea behind the tokens?
It's just sort of like a cute thing that players do to like identify themselves a little bit.
Yeah, some like decks generate tokens through various means, and the whole point is like you run...
Neither of these decks do. Has Henry got Vanguard cards as tokens?
Yeah, he has Scarlet Witch Coco.
What's that? Cutie Pie Waifu?
Yeah, it's in the waifu deck. It's basically like that whole deck does nothing except draw cards, and all of the cards say you hit really hard if you have more than X number of cards in your hand.
Is that Oracle Think Tank?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like that particular version of it doesn't even do any of the cool Oracle Think Tank stacky stuff. It's literally like your turn 3 is a +3, and then you just swing from there, and you hope the +3 is like enough to carry you through the game, which it generally is. It's very simplistic. But she's a cutie waifu, so it's fine, right?
I mean, I guess that's fine.
But yeah, the tokens are like... Cards just say generate a token that's this, this, and this, and it's like not a real card. It's just a it needs to be represented somehow.
Yeah, this game isn't quite like Magic where they actually print a token for everything. It's sort of, they printed a bunch of tokens a few years ago for like Samsara Lotus.
Yeah,
and
in the tins.
Photon, what's its face?
Grinding Golem has tokens.
Yeah.
Regenerating Rose has tokens.
That's the one I was thinking of. That's the one I always see.
No, I do not agree that Magic Cylinder needs to be banned. Magic Cylinder is very, very bad if you are on 2,000 life points and you swing with a 2,000 attack monster and you have 0 way to kill spells and traps. But that does not happen frequently, and also generally it is a -1, because almost 100% of the time you would rather kill their guy than have their guy survive, but they take some damage.
Yep.
Because life points are a resource, as we all know. It doesn't matter if you're on 1 life point, if your opponent has no cards and you have a lot of cards, you still just win the game.
I'm sorry, are you advocating the use of Winged Dragon of Ra?
Yes.
You heard it here first, folks.
So Tom Harrison rolls a 4, Henry rolls a 10.
Henry
Good.
generally wins dice rolls.
Yeah, he has.
Here we are with the start of Henry. I'm going to go ahead and say Mathematician set 4.
We are recording these as well, by the way, in addition to streaming them.
Yes.
Yeah, there's Mecha Fender Beast tokens. You can get them from Japan or very, very difficult
You
leagues and
just
tournaments.
buy
in
them off
English.
Carl Wiedemann.
Or there's the Gauze tokens and the Scapegoat tokens they printed.
Oh yeah, Gauze Token's my favorite. It makes him play around Gauze for the whole match.
The Karibo
Theoretically.
tokens.
Oh, he's just straight El Shaddoll fusing.
El Shaddoll from hand.
I'm
I think
assuming...
It's a Beast and a Hedgehog, right?
Yes.
That's not bad.
I mean, I'm assuming Henry knows what Tom Harrison's playing, because he posts in infinite sales groups every day, so you just kind of know.
But at the same time, he smoke screens you because he's buying and selling a different deck every day. So
Yep.
it could be anything, man. It could be anything. Oh, yeah. So we've got a look at him.
Look at him. Look at him go.
His Nautica shirt, his pretty hair.
I hear he's been on a boat once.
Nah, he's wearing a boat-related T-shirt. I'm not sure if that counts for much.
You know it does.
So Henry gets to search the Falcon, which is now very live because there's just a beast in his grave, which is always good.
My main man, Flacky.
Flacky. He gets to draw a card. It's just...
I mean, Feather Feet, Wombo combo, that ain't Falco, etc.
Does Winter do anything to Qliphorts? I've never struggled with that card.
It does not. It does legitimately nothing.
Mm.
I mean, it stops them penduluming and then summoning disc.
Yeah.
Basically, he's
Cute.
just windering here to put a dude on the field that can attack over just the 18 guys. It's a level 5, so he can make his level 7 synchros if it lives, which it probably will.
Yeah, Arcanite Magician.
Arcanite Magician is quite strong.
Just pick apart their entire scales.
Yes, I'm a fan.
So Tom's open Upstart Goblin.
Plus,
There's a
it gets
Duality in
his
his
Shaddoll
hand.
monsters out of his hands.
Since between Upstart and Duality, he's definitely going to find that Scout if he doesn't have it already. There's a Carrier in his hand.
Is that a Nat Boom?
Might be a Nat Beam.
Does Tom Harrison play them Night Beams? He mains 2 Night Beam.
Yeah, he does main 2 Nat
That's a
Beam.
non-zero number of Nat Beam.
Yeah, it's not a terrible idea. The old
Seems good.
Qliphort play of you only need 3 cards to kill him, so you just make sure your other 2 cards are the things that kill their 2 back row, and then you kill them.
Oh, the old Taco Night Beam.
Just drops it,
Takes the MST.
which is not a bad thing at all.
Oh no, that's definitely favoured for Tom here.
Just looking at is he literally just gonna have to just debate whether he rams over the Falco? Is that the play he's thinking of making? Because it seems like it would be a really bad idea.
It would seem inefficient.
Why would you not play the Duality first? Is he planning on special summoning? Is it not a Duality? Am I very silly? Maybe it's a sacrifice. Maybe he doesn't have a
Maybe
Duality.
is his hand just... No, he definitely
He
has
has
a duality.
I feel like I'd definitely play that before I attacked. Because if you get the Scout, it changes your entire play. Sort of.
I mean, I think this is fine. See what your opponent does. See what they set.
But if I'd drawn the Vanity's the skill drain, I probably would have
Waited on the Falco so you could skill drain it. That does
Yeah.
make sense.
But I guess he's 100% looking for Scout at this point, so he's going to take the Pendulum Dragon pretty much no matter what.
I would assume so, yes. What's his ratio on Pendulum to Trampy Links?
He has 2 Odd Eyes, 1 Trample Links.
Okay.
Which a lot of people seem to be doing.
I'm a fan of playing 2 cats.
You only want, yeah.
I like my kitty.
It's basically 2 cats. You never want to draw 2 cats, ever. But you want to draw 1 cat as
Can't tell
often
me
as
you've
you
never
can.
summoned your cat to bounce a scout.
Literally never.
Literally never.
Literally never.
I did it once.
It's not a irrelevant play, but you want to see at least 1 cat, but you want to see 1 a lot.
Mhm.
So it's whether you run more cards to search it, but then like the Pendulum Dragon is really slow.
It ain't great.
Like if you have a double Pendulum Dragon, the fact that you can't just play both and sack both means
Can't
it's
you?
like nah. It's you can only use it once per turn. I'm pretty sure.
Really, I'm gonna read that bad boy up. Do you mind? I don't think I've ever read this card.
Someone just told you what it did once, and you're like, this is fine.
Yeah, the old Jono Ritzau.
Yeah, you can only use each Pendulum effect of Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon once per turn. So you
Nice.
can't-
Wait,
can't-
it has another effect? Use the battle damage you take from a penalty monster to 0. Wow.
When is it ever going to come up though? You play it on your turn, and you're not going to like swing into their dude.
Sure you are.
Why? So Henry just like Falcoing for a beast, then Shadow Gamesing it.
Sending, I'm sorry.
Discarding a something. Dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Kill him.
Hits the skill drain.
Are those super potter dualities? I believe, yes, Tom Harrison is in fact a peasant. Thank you, Chase.
But, you know, when you're going to like sell and buy a deck every 25 minutes, you don't max it out. It's going to be gone in now. He's posting on his phone as we speak. Just
Yep.
being like, who wants this? It's on stream right now. Come look.
That was LF Burning Abyss.
Come watch me get savaged by Shaddolls and then buy it. You just ask Henry if he can straight buy his deck.
Knowing Henry's track record, though, I'm putting my money on him right now.
Yeah. He seems to have opened very well. The old thing of like whether or not Henry can get past this undestroyed by battle thing.
Yeah, sacrifice can be really annoying when you're playing Shaddolls. Like, you don't want to invest too many resources into destroying it or trying to get around it, but you also just don't want to sit back and just let them do whatever they want.
It's a good question. Why didn't he skill drain the beast?
He Shadow Games it and then Dragon it in the end phase, right?
I think he maybe. Who knows? Speaking of Volker.
He certainly could be. Yeah, he plays Volca. Does he play
Yeah,
El
buddy.
Chargerino? Doesn't appear to play Thunder Charger.
Nah, that seems alright. Tom Harrison gets to search a scout.
Does seem fine.
So does Volker say original attack?
You know I can't read, Dan.
Well,
I'm pretty sure it does say original attack. Nah, it just gets him. No, yeah, original attack.
that's nice. Means he hits him for the 24 instead of the 21 or 18 or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty handy.
Oh no, actually, its original attack becomes.
And if you do,
No, because when it's destroyed, it checks its attack, right? So to be 24, I'm gonna get that's 100% a thing that's happening. I'm pretty sure it's correct.
for what 2 decks are being used, it is Qliphort versus Artifact Shaddolls. He sent Skomata Korov into Shadow Games. Interesting then that why Tom didn't skill drain the beast. See, that's what I thought he did as well, but then I figured it must have been.
Well, I rolled
Cool.
that it says the destroyed monster's original attack. So I'm gonna assume it's like it checks it once it's destroyed.
I would guess so. I mean, it says its original attack becomes 18 though,
No,
right?
no, but like it says the original monster's destroyed. The destroyed monster's original attack, right? So it destroys
That would imply that it's already
it destroys
destroyed,
it. It goes to the extra deck. Then it's like 24 in the extra deck. I don't know. It's probably like the old.
Some ghetto judging here, Dan.
That's how judging works. If I'm wrong, then you learn and you get better for next time.
Oh, Henry with the soul charge. Standard Henry plays.
Just has it.
He always just has it. In what situation have you ever seen him not just have it? Certainly never when he's played against me.
Nope. Literally never.
For the longest time, he had one Vanity's Fiend, and I lost to it from him like 3 matches. It was very frustrating. I'd assume Beast was flipped end phase with games, yeah.
The casters are your boy D. Smitty Gumby Smith.
And yo, main woman, single female lawyer, Lincoln.
We are
The Johnston.
we're Guff regulars. We play here a lot. We're irrelevant Australian Yu-Gi-Oh players.
Yeah, our most notable events tops are I've topped regionals. So has Dan.
And I am card
We
house
both
champion.
we both 7-3'd at the last YCS, which is all right. You know,
That ain't bad. That's the bubble.
we tried.
We got to the bubble.
And I scrubbed nationals, and Dan judged nationals.
Started from the bubble, now we're here.
Yep.
So, yeah. The good players are playing, see? So it's like those that can't do cast.
Yes. And those that can't cast gym.
I hate you. Alright,
So it looks like Henry here is going to be making one of them
does he just
young money
make a,
Leo
I was gonna
trees.
say, does he make a Leo?
Yeah, it's kind of hard for them to get over. I mean, he pretty much needs disc plus sacrifice or disc plus a unit that like alters attack. Is he just setting 3 and passing?
He did both scales. He soul charged, so he can't attack. Oh, he's just not making the Leo.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe he's just got the El Shaddoll and he's just doing this so he can El Shaddoll with whatever he wants. That makes sense to me. Well, he did detach the window, so of course he has the El Shaddoll. So now he can kill the scout. In response to its activation, which is really handy, actually. That's one of my favorite things to do in this deck with El Shaddoll Fusion.
Just watch him jam it.
It's like, yeah, just get ya. Just gonna fuse, gonna dragon to kill your scout, and then you just pray that they die.
Just chain a core.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in now.
That's pretty adorable.
Just construct, murder your guy.
Does he play Grista? He doesn't play Grista. Damn.
No one plays Grista.
Oh, look, I like Grista. He's got the biggest, beautiful jazz hands.
I would run one Grista if I was running core. Any number of core.
You have to play core, but you always use core to like send off the.
I know, but it'll come
get your
up.
fusion back and then you stall with
Well,
it.
this what is Grista's like Black Horn of Heaven, right?
Yes. 2450 Black Horn of Heaven.
Does it stop monsters? Like, does it stop?
Yeah, no, it stops the whole pendulum summon. That's why in theory it's like fine, but I've played with and without Grista, and honestly, Grista, I've summoned it exactly once, and that was because he skill drained in response to my Black Rose Dragon, and I didn't have anything else to summon.
So you just dodged it.
Yeah, I just El Shaddolled with a Shaddoll monster.
It seems like one of those cards that it's like, because you're not building around it, you don't make it much, so you don't, like, people just don't plan their game plan around having it ever. Like, they're never like, oh, in this situation, Grista would be good, because, like, the likelihood of you being in that situation and able to make a Grista is, like, not high.
It's not the highest, no. So we see Tom with the old
So there's both
carrier
pendulum
helix.
scales. Yep. So it's 600 swing. So he's not doing anything. Or is Henry, like, thinking?
He's thinking.
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 Thinking. It's like when YouTube videos buffer. That's a lot. That's
Greatest image ever where Hayden had the buffering behind Henry as he had this like strong thinking face.
Yeah, that's
it's just the greatest. Oh, and there's the dankdom.
Hello.
Moral Tech getting in.
I'd really hate for you to have your pendulum scales just fatly die.
It is a
bit Yep.
In which case you just kill him.
That was a big summer blowout. Woohoo.
Yeah, no, that was sorry, what did you say? Big summer blowout, woohoo.
Yep. Don't you shake your head at me. It's not the worst Frozen reference I could have made.
I haven't even seen that movie.
Then how did you shake your head at me? You don't even know.
Wow, Ben.
Thanks, Ben. Thank you.
Ben's contributions to this game so far has been throwing M&Ms at me and making more Frozen references.
Good man.
Good, our old main man.
So
Ben.
our main guy, Tom Harrison, Tommy H, is probably going to be siding in the Shadow and Prisoner Mirrors, probably the wiretaps for the old Dankdom, probably the Bottomless, and probably the Skill Drain. Would you say that's fair?
I'm not a huge fan of Bottomless. It gets rid of Construct though, which just takes pressure off the table, which is nice.
Morale Tack.
If you're using a Bottomless on a Moral Tech, it never feels that good to me. It's probably fine, but I don't think it's for this matchup. I mean, what do you see in his main deck that he can cut here? Like, what are his bad cards?
Like, Book probably isn't good. I feel like the Solemn Warning probably isn't great either. I'd almost say the Skill Drain isn't that good. Because it's so easy to get rid of. You just Dull Fusion a Dragon and you're
yeah, but
dead.
It eats MSTs, which is why I'm a fan of keeping Skill Drain in. It eats MSTs over your Scout. Yeah. But it just gets splash damaged with the Fairy Winds, which Henry will open 3 of.
Yeah, that's it. Like, they're gonna side in Fairy Winds. So saying like, oh, this card eats MSTs, like, no, it doesn't. It's 300 extra damage for Fairy Winds.
Yeah, definitely. And from Henry's side, he has Triple Maxi, 2 Vanity's Fiend, 2 Stormforth, a Mind Control, a Moon, the 3rd Typhoon, 2 Breakthrough Skill, and 3 Fairy Wind.
So the fairy
So
winds
pretty
going
easy
in.
for him. He's just starting in the Fairy Winds, the Typhoon, and maybe the Book of Moon. Not I need to just find out what Disc's defense is
They're
real
all
quick.
1,000, I'm pretty
They're
sure.
all 1,000?
Pretty sure. They all have very irrelevant
Oh, yeah,
defense.
because you can, was it molding the Monarchs for them? Or whatever the Search Monarch spell
If
is.
that card didn't say you can't switch
Yeah,
from
I do
yesterday.
understand it says you can't special summon from yesterday.
Also,
Anyway,
in pre-release, Lindblom just riggedy-wrecked every single Qliphort.
sure did.
Good old
Anyway.
sealed format new challenges.
Book of Moon's fine because it gets rid of their monster with a sacrifice on it, so you can just push for damage.
Yep.
It gets rid of their disc, which can otherwise be reasonably difficult
It's
for you
a
to get over.
3,100 disc.
Especially if it's 31. I mean, you pretty much with disc, you just have to like crash construct into it or just do foolish things to get
3,100
around
normal
it.
summon disc is kind of like...
Well, you can't sanctum it. It's really irritating.
Can you? Oh yeah, you can't.
It's
sanctum
level
it.
7.
Yeah, you can't sanctum it. Like, you can't Arcanite it. Oh, you can.
Oh, you can Arcanite it, yeah.
'Cause it's level. It's like less than, right?
Yes, it's less than.
That ain't bad.
You can't Psyhemoth it.
Oh.
Get him.
Damn.
Damn, a
That was
Psyhemoth.
my whole game plan. Was
Man, that
just
card
to
is good.
Psyhemoth them. Oh, Lord.
Getting real sick of your sass, Dan.
It's
It's been nothing but sass from you all morning.
It's 100% only gonna get worse.
Yeah, it really is. As we start getting tired and cranky.
No, as we get to the finals and we get more and more aggressive players making worse and worse mistakes.
It's going to be great.
They'll get tired, and we'll get tired, and we'll get sassy. It'll be like at the end of every ARG where they just start like shit talking about their weird Yu-Gi-Oh channels instead of actually watching the game, and then someone will flip.
Oh,
like,
it's my favorite when like Frasier scrubs out and starts commentating. It's like, this guy's bad. It's ignorant bad.
or like they'll flip a card that's not irrelevant but just not commonly played, and they'll be like, I don't even know what that does. I assume it does Yu-Gi-Oh things, and it'll be like Trap Hole, and they'll be like, that's insane. It kills any normal summon monster with 1,000 or more attack. Oh my god, how's this card not seeing play? $35 for playsets.
Yeah.
Every time.
Already got my DT ones lined up.
Don't worry.
What's that with Henry on the field?
Oh my. It could be anything. It's a rare
Looks like a
Shaddoll.
dragon, I think.
It's 1900. That ain't bad. It gets over the disc.
I mean,
I have one Qliphort mirror matches because I opened Sacrifice and they didn't. So like, some 1800 guy, and I'm like, some 1800 guy. Now he's 21. Kill your guy. Go.
skill drain obviously responds to attack, I would assume. Ignition it.
No, well,
Henry with the answers.
All right. Settle down. Pay the 1,000, Tom Harrison. Don't worry, Henry remembers. Like an elephant, he never forgets to kill. Don't shake your head at me. This is who we are.
This is the
now.
only option you've given me.
Oh, so
I see 2 Fairy Winds in deck.
Tom Harrison just taken the 1,000 from the skill drain and the biggity bog beats from the.
Yep, he's on the Magic Life.
Why is he on 69?
Takes an extra 100 from the Dragon attack.
Oh yeah, he still had the monster, right? Okay.
So here we are with Tom Harrison opening quite poorly, and with Henry opening very standard, you know. Summon a 19 dude, Ignition,
See,
probably
Qliphort-
has 4 perfect cards left in his hand.
Qliphort kind of has the problem of like.
Natty cheating with the bottom of his deck there.
Yeah. Qliphort has the problem of like, everyone's like, oh, you know, you open scout and you hold combos in line or whatever.
Mhm.
It still has the problem of like being a combo oriented deck, the individual combo pieces don't do a lot. Like, if you open a Qliphort, but you don't open Sacrifice or the scout to search it, you're literally like.
The old End-Phase MST, your Sanctum, hit your other back row.
Yeah.
But it did free the room for Scout,
But
which is
It's just
quite
like.
strong.
It's like, oh, here's your. Nope, had it. Lost it. I hate it.
Train of
Okay.
Thought derailed.
Yeah, trying to thought, what were we talking about?
Combo decks pieces
Oh,
not
yeah,
doing.
it's like you open a Qliphort and no Scout or Sacrifice, and you literally are staring at 1800 vanilla.
I mean,
Or you open the Equip spell
worse.
and no Dude, and you're like,
it's not like you're playing Heretics and you're looking at literal unplayable bricks the whole time. At least you have 1800 vanillas that can turn into 3k guys.
that's true.
Yeah, the monster on the field is Shaddoll Dragon, as I just brought up on the
Why
field.
is he on 61 now?
Paid 800, Dan,
Alright.
for a Scout, Dan.
It's difficult when it's like mime Yu-Gi-Oh! We need like those, you know when you watch old-timey movies, and it's like,
And the screen comes up, it's
And
like,
it's like-
oh my.
yes, we need that. In iPad form. Henry says, I'm thinking. We'll just have that one. That's the only one we really need. Like 3 of those.
Yep.
Alright, so this ain't bad for Tom.
It's not bad.
I mean, if Henry had 0 cards in hand, Tom would win this game, like right now.
But Henry appears to have infinite Shaddoll monsters in hand, which is pretty standard for this deck. To be perfectly
Any
honest.
more than 0 is probably fine. Activate, scout effect, search disc. There's really no other option at this point.
Yeah, Henry's about to get disced into the ground.
That's a carrier, so he gets to bounce the Shaddoll without it flipping, which is nice.
Yeah, Tom's in a really good position. Did he top the disc, or did he just not... sorry, did he top the scout, or did he just not use it to play the Baron back row?
I assume he topped it.
It's fine.
So this is where we could see Tom just come way from behind. Because keep in mind, he can bounce the thing, search with the sacrifice. He could search a 1 scale, and then just pendulum back like 3 dudes.
Yeah, and he's already got a disc on top of his extra deck.
You can have 5 dudes all in like 21, and it ain't going to be great.
So how does this chain resolve?
Disc always has to be chain link 3 because it was the last thing to trigger.
Yep.
And the scoop.
Yeah, 100%.
And
that's lethal damage.
Yeah, and Cliff Ice and the Qliphort you tributed can be any order you want.
Okay, very good, very good.
Because it's like the idea is it's tributed. When it's tributed, the Cliff Ice goes to grave. Those things basically happen at the same time, and then the disc is summoned.
Makes sense.
It's a very the relevant old ruling used to be if you tribute a Sangan for a Kaius.
Oh, okay, this is what channeling too?
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. And I'm going to maintain that if Qliphorts didn't have sacrifice, wouldn't even be playable.
No. Not even
just
close.
that one line, it can't be destroyed by battle.
Yeah.
Just so very frustrating.
Yeah, it basically just forces you to put a card effect on the board that kills that guy first turn. And
then they search.
Yeah, that's it. Like even if you
And it's 2 tributes.
Even if you wanted to be like a real jerk about it and wanted to start running like smashing grounds because you honestly just needed a way to break their board first turn.
The old smashing ground.
It would still be smashing ground, kill your guy. Oh, good, your board's broken. Yep, no worries. Just search a guy to replace it.
Yep.
And if you have the scout, you can still just like summon the dude's sacrifice. And
Well, I've kind of just wanted to be that guy and just side system downs.
It's not bad.
I mean,
just another
I found
Regeki.
Regeki's pretty sweet against him. Regeki attack for lots of damage.
Yes, we need old tiny piano music behind our
We really do, actually.
We'll replace it with chiptunes. We got like old timey jazz or something. Old timey
Smooth jazz.
Royalty free jazz.
My favorite kind of jazz, the kind that doesn't mute Twitch VODs.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I'm sorry, did Henry ask Tom to count the cards in his side deck? That's a very Henry thing to do.
Man, he could be fatly cheating him.
It's true.
Look at the hand motion.
It's like, come on, man.
Come on.
Forget about it.
You're killing me, boy. Why you doing
I know that's
this?
one thing Sean Murphy always complains about Henry, how at Nationals, Henry was like, can I count the cards in your extra deck? And Sean's like, are you joking? Are you kidding me? Are you doing this?
I guess, like... It's one of those stupid things where, like, there shouldn't be any need to verify whether or not your opponent's cheating. But if you suspect your opponent is, like, even in, like, the vaguest sense of it, you should.
Yeah.
Like, I know it sounds like people get really defensive about it, and they're like, oh, what the hell, bro? Do you think I'm going to cheat you? And it's like, look, man, if you're not cheating me, then, like, why would you care? And if you are cheating me, then I'd rather know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if someone said to me, can I count the cards in your extra deck? I'd be like, sure. Because I'd hand it to them to be 15. Like, every time.
Yep.
And, like, if it's not 15, then I deserve to get rolled for
So,
it not being
looks
15.
like Tom's opened Wanting Duality Sacrifice Scout.
Damn. Also, Bowden is not playing this tournament because he lives in Sydney, although we would love to have him here.
And a disc. Jeez.
But
so
as discussed, if Bowden played this tournament and we flew him here, it would become the Guff $30 because that's how much of the prize pool we left.
The Guff warm handshake.
Yeah, the Guff pat on the back and...
You did it. You done did it.
Pat on the back, Astro Pack. There you go. Go home.
Oh, collect your free star pack before you leave.
Yes, collect your free star pack if you're at Guff.
Yep, so Tom's opened the McNuggies. Let's see what Henry's got on his turn 1.
Possibly also the McNuggies.
Possibly, very, very possibly also the McNuggies.
I like
Allure
McNuggie.
is a good start into the McNuggie openings.
Squiddy is not here. If Squiddy was here, I would be talking to Squiddy instead of being here.
We could talk to him about Gishki builds.
Oh, yes. And he'd be holding his cards upside down and features and stuff. It'd be fantastic.
I love Squiddy.
Chauncey is not Chansey. Those are 2 different names. So Henry has just gone set 4, which is actually really good because
Yeah, it's quite
there's
strong.
there's definitely
Knowing Henry, this is the Sanctum
ignition
Beagle double model tech because he opens that all the time.
Yeah, this is just gonna be.
This scout ain't living. There is no way this scout's living.
I hope he didn't like having a field.
I mean, I'm just gonna do a quick count of how many MSTs he has after side. 3, 6.
I wish any tournament in Australia meant Bowden. But
8.
Bowden would be a busy man. It's a big country.
11.
Fairy Wind. Alright, fine.
I'm not a fan of trading one form with Fairy Wind.
Not against Qliphort.
I mean, I usually let them search and at least get their like sacrifice with it, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
if they get the sacrifice with it and play the sacrifice, I suppose then they get search of the sacrifice, but it's a lot more disruptive, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you see the Shadow Mirror in his hand as well,
Because he could just go like, oh,
which he natty drew for turn.
he could just go like, oh, okay, play the second scout, and then you're kind of like, oh, well,
Exactly, yeah.
my one Fairy Wind.
Whereas holding the Fairy Wind like locks the second scout in the hand is basically a dead card. I mean, I think I'm more than I should double scout. Big fan of the double scouting.
Like, I was very reluctant to do it, but it just means
Then you
that-
read Helix and it said on the field.
not even that, just like, even if you do it early game, it breaks down to their options are kill a scout and then you can do things, kill 2 scouts, which means they're 2 MSTs down, or let you search twice a turn, which is a lot.
Yeah, see, Henry opens the
Yeah, the moral bagel.
moral bagel.
But
Tasty, tasty bagel.
yeah, like you just searching twice a turn ain't bad,
No, I'm a big fan.
especially when playing Clip.
Especially when you can just normal summon your tramp links.
And then you play Clip.
Yeah. Laser Clip's great.
That ain't bad. Laser Clip. I'm surprised Tom isn't running Laser Clip. That card is insane.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely keen to ask him why he doesn't play Laser Clip after this.
Like,
It just you can go from no field to disc kill you.
you can double disc people.
Yeah, I mean that's my favorite thing where you if your standard monster sacrifice, you get it back to your turn because you often do. You disc him, you get a carry and a helix. You Laser Clip, you tribute those 2 for another disc. You get the carry, the helix effect, and another disc, and that's just like 56, 36 damage.
Yep. And you've bounced
92. They are
You either kill-
very dead.
You've either bounced 2 monsters, killed 2 back row, or like some combination of that.
Yep. So now we have Henry.
Swing
I mean,
it
for his rank
damage.
5s, he just has
Volca and
Volca Pallades.
Yeah.
I'm
But-
assuming, like, is he just going to make Volcasaurus? I mean, Pallades seems okay.
Would you make Vulcan now though? Well, the warning. Wow, Tom Harrison just doesn't like having life points at all.
No, he's on 1400. So
I
he's
mean,
got
like-
1 Scout Search left in him.
Yeah. I mean, like, even just... I've beat people before opening, like... Summon a monster, equip sacrifice, summon scout, search for the clip, disc.
Yep.
Like, first turn.
Yeah,
And then
you-
you use the cliff ice to search
Oh, yeah,
for, like,
that one
the
time you called me
scale.
over and you're like, hey, Lincoln, Laser Clip.
Yep,
You just got him.
I did. Is Bowden even watching this? I think he is watching this, but he's not here, and we're actually commentating live from the event in a booth. A booth, I say.
A booth.
If Bowden was in the booth, it would be a booth. Then, yes, he's in Sydney, but I believe he was spooking us before, which was nice of him.
He's a cool guy that doesn't afraid anything.
He is all about supporting the Australian Yu-Gi-Oh community, so that he has more people to rickroll.
You're not wrong.
When you're good at a game, it is very, very important to keep the game alive, which is why I will never understand why people make life hell for small children at locals.
That's a
'Cause
very good point, Dan.
'cause if
That is a
there's-
very, very good point.
If those small children stop playing, then for every person who quits Yu-Gi-Oh, there's one less person playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and they're not going to run 20-player YCSs that consist of 20 people from Jewelers Crowns and no one else, so... Oh, commentary from the Twitch chat? He was here.
Yeah, he was chatting earlier.
He was relentlessly shit-talking before, and now he ain't.
Henry's actually in a pretty bad position here because
Suddenly,
Tom's
yeah.
just gotten to the point where it's like, oh, what? You used all your gas putting me on.
10
Thank
out
you,
of 10.
Ben Green.
That
And now
is-
Henry's just kind of out of monsters, and he's getting beaten down by a 2100 vanilla and an 1800 vanilla.
Yep, that's it. Problem with siding against Qliphorts and siding in all spell and trap destruction is you will force them into a position where they're just like, alright, you killed my 3 scouts, you have no cards left, right? Summon my dude, 18?
You're dead.
I guess-
Like an 18 monster line's a 4-turn clock, right?
I guess that's the difference between, no. 4 times 18 is not 8,000.
I know.
I guess, like, that's the difference between this and Heretics, like you were saying. Is Heretics, you'd have, like, the Labradorite dragon in your hand and be like, what do I do with this?
You cry.
Get real sad.
Did Tom flip a Shadow Mirror? I can't see under his gigantic bear paws.
Yeah, his man
He's doing the old flip in the graveyard where you think they have cards in their hand.
His Sausage Snake Shuffle, that's a Shadow Mirror. All that ain't bad.
That's it's pretty bad for our old mate hamster here. The
Ham-
old thinking McBready.
Thug Hamster Live. Is this game 3?
It is in fact game 3.
Yeah.
So Henry just wastes the hedgehog.
Well, he has to dump something.
He does have to dump something. I'm not sure what he's hoping to draw here. Probably a Sanctum would be his best draw.
Like, it had to
Just
be,
so he could kill the 21 guy and apply pressure on the board.
that'd be it. It'd have to be Sanctum, kill the 21 guy, and
Attack
then, like,
over your dude.
Yeah.
Pray that he doesn't... Because then he can get one half of the scale, and if he draws the other half of the scale, I mean, Henry's, like,
Well, he
not
can
in a good
search
position.
Scout, right? And then just play
He's on
Scout search.
oh,
as
yeah,
well.
because he's still on 14. For
Yeah.
some reason, I had a Scat out of my mind. Oh, Laser Clip. It's the field spell. It's basically Tensu. Like, I'll just bring it up.
It's Tensu, and it stops him warninging you.
That is very important.
Which, well, like with Alias, it forms a hard lock, right? Like the new guy.
With what, sorry?
The new guy coming out the next set, Alias, is like when he's tribute.
Oh, when it's tribute, it bounces and they can't respond?
Yes.
It's
So
quite
you-
good.
you
That card is
can't-
quite good,
You
too.
can't warning the Alias.
Yeah.
And then when it's successfully summoned, its effect activates, so they can't respond to that either.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they
yeah,
are
yeah.
like if you go like tribute 2 guys for Alias, there is nothing they can do at any of it. They're 100% losing 3 cards, and then getting swung over for 28.
I don't losing 3 cards.
Well, if you bounce something and then like Helix 2 guys or whatever.
Makes sense. Oh, well, yeah, that ain't bad.
BLS? Oh well, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do.
Is he? The question is, does he run over the 1800 guy and then just swing over the other guy for damage? or
Henry's just
banish?
dead. He's just
Oh
dead.
yeah, he damage, right?
He's just dead.
Well, all
So
right.
this is what I've been known to say about Henry McBready.
Well, that ain't about top deck.
He rips the BLS.
Damn.
That'll do it.
Yep. That really will. It's a very anticlimactic ending to the entire thing.
Oh yeah, Harrison's just beaten down with 18 vanillas and oh yeah, well,
He has the Shadow
he has
Mirror.
the Shadow Mirror. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, BLS.
Fine.
Fantastic. That was some well played Yu-Gi-Oh right there.
Right. This is the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Jamming.
This is the game.
So there we see Harrison just added in the 4 floodgates, which
Yep.
makes a lot of sense.
I main deck the Soul Drain.
I main deck Sim in this deck.
Nah, that's a bit excessive.
No, it isn't.
That's hella excessive. Hella.
I don't like my opponent having fun.
Hella.
I don't like him having fun.
I like having fun. I like having combo pieces, not floodgates.
Shells for the win. Damn right. In the words of Tingy Tinga Tingson, no Shaddoll, no glory.
Yep. They're the current only deck with a QT waifu. Tour guy doesn't count. Because she just goes under.
I mean, what's the new one's name?
What one?
For the Wind Fusion.
Oh god, who cares?
I don't know. She was pretty cutie waifu.
Doesn't she have 800 attack?
She has like 200 attack and 28 defense.
Oh, sick.
And she can stop your monster being destroyed by battle sometimes.
Oh, sick. Definitely gonna jam some wind.
So this is Alias, right?
BLS is a light monster, so no, it will not be negated by Shadow Mirror. Yeah, so this guy, you can't respond to his effective bounce, and with the laser clip, you can't warning him either.
Does that mean you also can't do anything about the Helix and the carrier,
because
right?
it'd be
God damn.
it's Chainlink 1,
The
whatever
card
you
that-
attributed, Chainlink 2, sacrifice this guy's effect. You could stop this guy's effect if you warning.
He's
to
also a
summon.
1 scale, which is really
But you
handy. But
can't.
next set, the one I'm scared about is this one.
Oh, you old mate.
I'm going to draw 2-3 cards a turn.
Super rejuvenation, searchable by summoner's art, ridiculous
it's
monster guy.
This card is just pretty absurd.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Qliphort, best deck. Also, Evangelion references. Evangelion references everywhere.
Is it really?
They're angels, right? Like, they basically have AT fields and things, and plus the...
I actually haven't seen Evangelion.
Just go get Henry.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
I don't have the weeaboo cred you do, Dan.
More weeaboo cred, please. Alright, we're in. Summon the hamster. No. Everyone play your rescue hamsters and like hold them in a circle, and he will come. He will come. No. Yes, pull it up, please. Nah, not super nimble. Well, the rescue. There you go. Henry Brady cards. I forgot there was another hamster card in this game.
That was super nimble, man. That card's great.
Yes, go. All right, go. You can go. You can go if you want, or we can be quick. Whatever you want. All right,
Awkward nerd.
we're waiting on Henry because he has to. The nature has called. The hamster has heard the call of nature.
The hamster needs to go back into his wheel.
Yes, and find his little sippy bowl, which is fine. That was intense Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, if I was facing down the BLS, I feel. Oh wait, everyone! If you're just behind us, real quick, just behind us, right there. He's lurking. Little Scotty Jones. His Brady
Right there.
Bunch shirt. Look at him. Shh, don't frighten.
Brady Bunch is creeping.
Don't frighten him. He's gone now. Has
He's
he?
got. Yeah.
Nah, he's lurking.
You can also see Jono over there on the right hand side of the screen.
Oh, little
Jai Hadrell's a bit behind there.
Oh, look, there he is.
He's back.
Shh.
And there's Cody Matthews' wonderful pectoral muscles.
Wow. That is a lot more naked man torso than I was really expecting on
You know
this
he's a
stream.
qualified PT?
Why aren't I swole yet?
Right?
Like Yu-Gi-Oh! And lifting. 100%.
Yeah, we should just enlist him. Like, he could make so much money just going to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments. Like, you want to get swole, nerd?
You can impress one of the 2 girls who are here. Probably the one who's playing Medolce who wasn't dragged here by her boyfriend.
Kaylee's cool.
Anyway, haha, gender inequality in card games. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a big deal.
Good times for everyone.
Good times had by all.
To be fair, I would.
So have you
I
been-
wouldn't hang out with us. Nah. 0 out of 10. Good.
Pretty sure Henry stacked. Nah, Henry isn't a cheater, trust me.
Nah,
He just draws really well.
the man doesn't spend 400 hours shuffling before every game and then reshuffling every time his opponent looks at his deck funny to be stacking.
Yeah. No.
He spends too much time shuffling. Like, he is keen for random. Random is like his jam.
The Trap is nuts. The Tribute to Draw 2. I'm not aware of that one. I know that there's I think it's a spell. It's like tribute a monster you control. You can't special summon this turn, draw 2 cards. Maybe that's the one you're talking about.
Probably.
Maybe that is a trap. I don't know. I just know that it's really good. All right, Hamster coming in.
Sit, my friend.
Rescued by the BLS top deck.
That's
I
fine.
had it in my hand.
Oh,
you had it. the
oh,
whole
good,
time.
good.
Whole game.
All right, so
Whole
Henry,
game, eh?
Yeah.
what's your result so far today?
I lost one match to Carl.
So you 3-1.
Yeah.
That's good. You came second at the last 500. How are you feeling for this one?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Yep, cool. Well, if you keep playing like that, I think you'll be all right. So we've just been informed by you, just right now, that in the third game, you actually had the BLS in your hand the whole time.
Yeah, the entire game.
I'm not sure if that's better or worse than top decking it.
Yeah. I don't know.
The difference in the lucky top deck and the have everything, but
Yeah.
man, you were in trouble there for a while. It was good. We're like, I think Sanctum might be his best draw. Like he might be able to hold off, put some pressure on the board. Then you're just like, nah, BLS. It's 100%
This is it.
fine.
Yeah.
No, good. Man, that was some good Yu-Gi-Oh! And look, we didn't go to time.
Yep.
I'm as shocked as you are, I'm sure.
I haven't gone to time yet.
No, it's good. So, Artifact Shaddolls, you've been playing this deck for a while, right?
Yeah.
Like, why do you think it's the best choice for this event?
Well, it struggles against Qliphort for sure. But you can side so much in against Qliphort.
Yeah.
Like Fairy Winds, Space, it'll just wrecks the deck.
Yep.
Like scouts the deck, so as long as you get in enough damage quickly, you stop them searching with Scout and you just stop the deck.
Was it game 1 where you just had 5 on board? Like at the end?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
so like game 1, you just had like this enormous field, and it was just like, yeah, okay, well, he's dead. Even like game 3, he was on 1400 for ages, so it was kind of like, at best, one more scout search. And
Yeah.
like, he literally just can't search anymore, kind of deal. No, it's good. I mean, you...
Oh my gosh, I'm up there.
Yeah, man, you're in there.
And the hamster too.
Yeah, we got the hamster. We knew you were coming in. We had to prepare. So, you just sided. What did you side against the Qliphort deck? Just the Fairy Winds and the Spaces, or
I sided in Book of Moon.
Yeah. Is that just
Space.
for the like the 2800 disc kind of deal?
It's just for like if they play. It's for when they tribute someone a huge guy.
Yeah.
Or if you know they have a sacrifice and like and they've just normal summoned or something and you just book their normal summon.
Oh, like they have like 2 cards in hand, and like
Yeah.
you know one's a sacrifice, you can just book their guy, and it's just 1,000 strong defense monster that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and then they can't equip it with sacrifice, so like essentially the sacrifice is dead for
Yeah.
like maybe even a turn, or you can just run over them and they have to set the sacrifice.
Yeah.
So if they can't resolve the sacrifice search, usually they'll lose.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Couple of interesting things in your extra deck. You're extra decking a copy of Yazi.
Yes.
Is that just because it's so? How do you make Yazi in your deck easily?
Well, you can make level 7s pretty
Mhm.
easily. But the main way I usually make Yazi would be against Burning Abyss, where you summon Mathematician, send Felice.
Yep.
Special Felice just goes straight into Yazi.
Yep, and they
Because it like, their out is, like, I don't know, BLS or getting over it with, like, a Giga Brilliant and a Dante or, like, an Acid Golem.
Yep, no, that's fair. Like the the straight can't be targeted is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool that card is actually starting to see play outside of Yang Zing decks. Like having an effect that's just generally useful. Like how strong is like 26?
26.
Yeah, so 26 can't be targeted. Like that ain't bad, right?
Like a 2600 attack level 7 isn't bad either.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. I think like would you say you opened well in all three, like the 2 games you won?
I'm not sure about the. I think I opened pretty well the first game. I don't know if I opened well the first game. I just opened a lot of Shaddolls, and
just enough that like he didn't have a lot, so you could just like nut all over him kind of deal. Like
and in game 3 it was like, do I activate the Allure?
Yeah.
Or do I just set it and like use my El Shaddoll with the Moral Tech to like with the dragon to pop his Scout during his turn.
Yeah.
And in the end I was like, well, I may as well Allure, because if I hit like Sanctum or Fairy Wind,
it's exactly the same.
It's basically exactly the same, but I just have like a better selection of cards, and I could still hit a Doll.
Yeah.
And I ended up hitting Sanctum and Fairy Wind.
Yeah, that was really good. It's all like you set 5, and we're kind of like, all right, so no monster looks bad on the surface, but like knowing Henry, it's like MST, Ignition, Morale Tax, Sanctum, and it's just gonna be like, oh, you tried to do anything? 5 dudes, like straight up. No, good. So confident for the rest of the tournament?
Yeah.
Good.
Definitely.
All right, well, it'd be really, really cool to see you top, and it'd be cool to see you like featured in the finals as well, man. Looks like you played really well.
Yeah.
Good. Thanks for coming and having a chat to us.
Right.
Good luck, man. All right, cool. Well, that is the end of round 4. So we'll cut, and I'm gonna go roll some of the people who are like taunting us in the background, because those jerks clearly need to sorting out. And yes, we may the Ju-On feature match next, since we've been requested quite heavily. So we'll see you after a short break. Enjoy your chiptunes.